Your smartphone follows you wherever you go, tracks your movement, and stores all kinds of personal data. That is hard enough to get used to. But what about the idea of your phone spying on your conversations? Well, some viewers are worried about just that, and they reached out to us, asking us to verify if that could happen and what, if anything, can be done about it. So we called on KARE 11's John Croman.
It's a notion that's generating some serious buzz. People suspect their phones are eavesdropping on their conversations. They're getting ads popping up for things they've never searched for, but merely chatted about around their devices.
If you think about it, your smartphone's almost always connected to the internet, and it's got microphones.
One thing that I think a lot of consumers don't necessarily realize is that phones are really snitches in their pockets.
Sean Lanterman is one of the tech whizzes at Minnetonka-based Computer Forensic Services.
You can be having a conversation and you have an application that has a microphone capability. And next thing you know, you're being advertised as to what your conversation was about.
Case in point, KARE 11 viewer Lori Halverson got these ads on Twitter just hours after talking about needing an oil change at Toyota and looking forward to Riverdale's new season. Viewer Mike Landberg's roommate had these ads pop up on Instagram after Mike teased him about drinking wine and having too much body hair.
Earlier today, I was talking with a colleague. She came back and I loved her glasses.
It happened to my colleague, Laura Stokes.
She went to Warby Parker and we talked about that, but then she said at the last minute, wait, I've got a new place for you to look at. It's called Zenni. And I wrote it down old school on a piece of paper because I thought, oh, I do want to look that up later.
Laura never got a chance to look for Zenni, but Zenni found her.
About 2 to 3 hours later, I was on Facebook and it was scrolling through my feed and there was an ad for Zenni. And I hadn't Googled it, I hadn't looked it up yet.
And yes, Laura keeps her phone next to her computer.
While your phone is always transmitting, it's always phoning home, it's always connected to the internet.
But if your phone is eavesdropping on you, it's not reporting to a human, it's talking to other machines.
It's an automated process. It's not someone on the other end reading it. It's computers that have advanced algorithms that are deciphering what it means.
So yes, we can verify it's happening to people. It's hard to pin down who or what's behind it. Google does use things you say to Google Assistant to route ads your way, but the company flat out denies spying. We only process speech after the hot word "OK Google" is detected. Facebook also denies eavesdropping, to wit, Facebook does not use your phone's microphone to inform ads or change what you see in news feeds.
I think consumers just need to be wary of the agreements that they're entering when they're using any piece of technology.
Now, if you find all of this disturbing, there are steps you can take.
So it's just the settings, privacy, microphone.
On your iPhone, go to Settings, Privacy, Microphone, and see which apps have access to your mic, and then turn them off if you want.
It's a trade-off. It's a balance between personal privacy and the cool features that we get from the latest app or the latest phone.
Turns out Laura had 12 apps using her microphone, but she can only guess which one is all ears.
I can't say I'm not an expert in it, but I was super surprised to see that.
You should see Belinda and Randy right now. They're both in the settings on their phones, turning off microphones. Well, you can also check for microphone settings on any Android device, such as the Galaxy, by going to the Applications Manager and then Permissions. We asked the people at Computer Forensics which apps seem to tap into conversations the most, and they told us Google Maps and Instagram.